Let's use an Azure Resource Manager template, or ARM template, to spin up a bunch of related resources. Fortunately, Azure has pre-created for us one of these templates that's going to make several VMs and some networking around them. When I click this button, I'm taken directly to the Azure portal, and it loads up the templates that Azure has pre-recorded for me. As you can see, the ARM template has done a lot of the work for us, but we do have to set some parameters and enter some additional variables so that we can spin up these services. To begin with, we need to give a prefix to the names of the machines we're going to create. I'm going to make that MEAZ. We need to provide a location. I'm going to make that East US. A username, MEAZBC will do fine. Password, again, this needs to be a Microsoft compliant password. 1 capital, 1 number, at least 8 letters, and you should throw in a symbol just for good measure. Finally, we need to choose the size of the web server VMs. I'm going to go ahead and make that a DS1 since this is just a demo. I need to pick a number of them. I'll go ahead and make 2 in any event. For SQL Server size, I need to choose another VM size. I'm going to again make that a DS1. And for storage account type, because I'm going to spin these down almost immediately, I'm just going to choose standard locally redundant storage. I click OK to close this blade. And now I have to come up with a resource group name. I'm going to make that main AZBC2. I need to choose the location of the resource group. Since I'm spinning up the resources in East US, that's where they belong. I finally need to go ahead and review the legal terms for this particular ARM template, which I choose by clicking Create. And finally, I click on Create to actually spin up the services. I get a notice telling me that the deployment has started. It's also creating the resource group. It's going to take a little while. When it's done, we'll come back. Several minutes later, Azure has spun up all the services indicated in our ARM template. We're now ready to go ahead and take a look at what was made. I pinned this tile to the dashboard so we could get to the resource group that was created. As you can see, we've had an availability set made. Our SQL Server and our web service has been spun up. We also have our networking all together and a network security group. Microsoft wanted me to show you how changing some of these network security group rules, we could go ahead and download portions of this solution and upload from prem other parts of the solution. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take too much time and I don't see a lot of value in it. Suffice it to say, once we go ahead and spin up these resources with an ARM template, we can modify those resources however we want. The ARM template doesn't affect our ability to edit or migrate any of the solution that we've created with it. That's it for this tutorial.